You're watching Chadtronic.
Ladies and fricklets! My name is Chadtronic and welcome once again to the only channel on YouTube where a kid can be a kid. And now I present to you once again this giant Nerf gun. Can you see the dinosaur thing? Let me try to shoot that. The real reason dinosaurs went extinct. You saw it here first! Alright, should I shoot my YouTube play button next? Let's shoot that. Maybe I'll CGI that part. Oh, check it out. Look at this. It's a cow emoji. It's a bootleg emoji toy. That's basically what this is. They couldn't get the rights to call it emoji, so it's a emoji. Kids don't know the difference. Kids can't tell the difference, so at least that's what they're kind of banking on. It looks like your everyday emoji toy. Looks harmless, right? Smiling little emoticon. What's wrong about this? What could be evil about an emoji? Well, that's what these news reports are gonna tell you more about. You wouldn't believe it if I told you Chadtronic is making another Parents Upset video. There's like Nerf balls everywhere in my office now. This is gonna take a while to clean up. Let's watch the video, okay?
Tonight's Special 2020 brought into the forefront the importance of understanding what your children are doing and what is on their minds. And with smartphones in so many homes, kids are communicating not only with text, but with emojis. Eyewitness News reporter Rob Elgar is joining us tonight with what parents need to know about this new secret shorthand.
Solving the mysteries of the great Egyptian pyramids. Can wait! Solving the mysteries of the Great Wall of China. Can wait! Solving the mysteries of a hidden emoji language. We need to get on this stat. Anything that children enjoy that emits the smallest hint of fun must be evil, and the code must be cracked.
Kathy, the most popular, the most obvious. Smiley faces, sad faces, that one that looks a little bit like chocolate ice cream.
Chocolate ice cream.
What? Does he mean the poop emoji? What's the deal? Are you not allowed to say the word poop on TV? I'm pretty sure you can say the word poop on TV. Maybe I'm wrong. These days, you probably can't even say poop on YouTube. Say it too many times and your video will get demonized. Quick, we must lock up the demon!
But social media experts say parents need to peer past the perceived silliness of emojis. Understand these modern-day hieroglyphics mean a lot to the teens who use them. They're, quote, talking with emojis, conveying real emotion, and we might be able to learn something from them. These silly, smiling faces aren't to be laughed off. Emojis are popping up in police reports and criminal cases.
This is not something to laugh at, guys. The language of emoji is taking over our society. Soon enough, kids going to college to get a degree in communication will have to take a class in the emoji language. Watch, it'll happen.
But for most moms and dads, emojis are another obstacle in understanding kids and keeping them safe.
Emojis are dangerous! They're dangerous! I mean, they didn't say that directly, but they're pretty much implying that. They even said, learn about this to keep your kids safe. Pretty much, once again, trying to instill fear of something that for adults is unfamiliar. Are you guys seeing a trend with these videos?
The phones are bad enough. This would just be one more item.
Emojis are reshaping how people, particularly teenagers, are communicating.
I don't speak emoji.
For adults, deciphering emojis can be nearly impossible.
For adults, deciphering emojis can be nearly impossible. Did they really just say that? Time out. Let's take 2 steps back here. All right, guys, do you see this? It's a smiley face. It's meant to display the emotion of feeling happy. That's the basics. Not very complicated, is it? I mean, sure, I'll admit it's not very hard between a group of friends to create a secret code word or emoji combination that's meant to mean something else. But let's be fair here. This can be done with just about anything. It doesn't have to be exclusively done with emojis. What this news report is trying to convey is that there is some sort of a universally understood hidden language which honestly is quite the exaggeration.
Try to decode this one.
So you have a smiley face with the sunglasses, and then you got a pair of leaves. And right away, to me, it's like somebody who's got this cool look who really is about to smoke some weed.
News reporting 101, guys. If you want to wrestle the feathers of parents as quickly as possible over something, just immediately connect that thing with the use of drugs. It's like the low-hanging fruit of mainstream journalism. Want to abolish something that kids enjoy? Just vaguely connect it with drugs as quickly as you possibly can. Don't do any other investigating. Just connect it to drugs. Always.
One emoji could replace what 5 or 6 words would actually say to a person.
What? One emoji can replace 5 to 6 words. 5 to 6. Yeah, I think you're reaching a little bit there. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's pretty difficult to have an entire conversation with only the use of emojis. For the most part, I see emojis as like a silly and ironic way to marginally enhance an already existing conversation. That is, if you even see emojis or consider emojis an enhancement. Sometimes the use of them is just annoying. But viewing emojis as some sort of substitute form over communicating in an actual language, that's a bit silly.
And he says their relationships, because of emojis, are evolving, and kids are sharing a lot of personal stuff.
Conversations that typically we can't have with maybe an adult because might be embarrassed or just don't know how to articulate what we want to say among their peers, right? They already know what that means.
I think making the claim that emojis can articulate information better than using an actual language is probably the all-time most stupid thing said so far in this video. Imagine if someone like pulled up to you on the side of the street asking you how to get somewhere, but the only way you're allowed to answer them is in the form of emoji. Do you think that person is going to be able to find where it is they're trying to get to? No, probably not. In fact, they'd probably look at you as a sad and strange part of our society if you answered them in that way.
You refuse to use the emoji.
Right.
What do your kids say about that?
Mom, you're lame.
Mom, you're lame. I'd say that if today your mom doesn't use emojis, you're a blessed person. Let's just say that.
As you slowly crack the emoji code, keep an eye out for a few things your kids might be doing.
Oh boy, this is it. They've cracked the code. I'm excited. Let's check this out.
Experts say don't let them apologize for hurting someone's feelings using a text or emoji. That's something experts say should be done face to face.
I'm all for encouraging kids to interact with others in real life, of course. That's great advice, but how is that cracking the code?
Watch out for bullies. Emojis can be used to easily send threats, even, as we mentioned, suggest violence. And look out for emojis hiding sexual references because they're there. And as the dad of a teenage daughter, that's terrifying.
Thank God no one recently has sent me a kiss emoji face. That would indeed be terrifying. Just devastating. Of course, we're not quite done yet. If you thought this was the only news station to cover the hidden dangers behind emojis, you're wrong. There's more.
Most of us use the smiley face emoji. That's probably the most common one. That usually means one thing, you're happy about something. But to young people, emojis can mean different things. And cyber experts say kids are starting to use some as a secret code that we as parents can't necessarily figure out. Often it's a combination of emojis, like a face with a zipper along with, should be parents next to that zipper. That would mean don't tell your parents about something.
That doesn't make any sense. If at the end of a text, you specifically included those two emojis, wouldn't that make it a more clear indicator for what text specifically the parent should be looking for? That kind of seems like a solution that works against itself just a bit. That kind of seems counterproductive. By using just those two emojis, you're actually making the job for your parents easier.
There are millions of people out there who can contact your kids, and you want them to be able to go, that's not okay. I'm going to move on. And you set the example for them. You got to know what's going on in their world, because this phone, this is their world for almost all of them.
If for your child, their phone is the entire world, then I would boldly say that you as a parent have probably failed at raising your child.
It is their world. It's really our world too, but they're always 10 steps ahead of us, it seems. And so you got to keep an eye on their phone, see what they're doing with it. And just to give you a couple more examples, we're bringing Casey in to give her a little quiz here because some of these are so simple.
Yeah. Flower.
A flower. You think that's just a flower,
It means
right?
you want to bring your mother flowers.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
It can also mean drugs.
Whoa, okay. That's a new one for me. Remember what I said earlier in this video? Want to abolish something that kids enjoy? Just vaguely connect it with drugs as quickly as you possibly can.
What?
Yes, this can mean drugs in the secret coded world of emojis. Let's show another one here. I think we have a frog, a cute little frog.
Maybe it means hop on over. Huh?
No, it can mean I think you're ugly.
Is that a diss at frogs? Is that a diss at frogs? Personally, I think that emoji is pretty cute, actually. I would send that to someone who I think is cute, not ugly.
Take the phone away from your child. Look at what they're doing on it. If you're seeing some of this stuff, talk to them about it. But we got to do our best as parents to keep up with the latest trend, and this is one of them.
Oh my God, this is it. We have to move on to something else. They've cracked the code. We have to move on to something else. We've been exposed. We have to move on to something else. We not only have to now disguise our communication, we have to disguise ourselves physically. For that, I think I've got just the perfect cover for this. Yo, check it! It's my chocolate ice cream costume. Can you guys see me inside of this? Please do not unsubscribe. Chad, I officially dislike this video, and I order you to delete this. Delete this video, Chad. Personally, I believe Sony Pictures missed a great opportunity to make the Wingdings movie. That's the movie they should have made. Wingdings the movie. Ha ha, guys, look, I'm Patrick Stewart. Ha ha
Subscribe to Chadtronic for new wild and crazy videos every week.